Well, this is just ridiculous news about Jay Briscoe passing away. I stared at it for a while earlier. Like, is this some kind of marketing campaign, or are they doing some kind of like, like when Peter Steele didn't die and they said Peter Steele's dead, it was like a sort of a joke by Typo Negative. And I was like, oh, is this some kind of like thing they're doing? I mean, not that it can't happen after Brody Lee and so many other people, but I mean, this guy's my age. I'm 38. So, this is just, they're not saying why yet. At least I don't think I've seen why yet. If we ever know here. Maybe we have seen why. I don't know. I haven't exactly seen it. But, I mean, we were ready for what are these guys going to do in Ring of Honor. They signed that sort of big contract with Ring of Honor and Tony Khan. And so we were looking forward to what they were going to do with the tag division in Ring of Honor. The Briscoe brothers. And I've heard it's a car accident. I heard that. I heard it was some kind of an accident. Oh, that's really come out fully now? I didn't even know that. I've been sitting here and didn't even realize it. It was a car accident. Wow. It was a crash. Okay. Earlier, I had seen that there was no cause yet. Oh yeah, I see now, Welsh. Yeah. So when I found out earlier, I was going live anyway tonight. I knew I was going on live tonight anyway to just do a stream because I've got time tonight to do something and I wanted to be here for a little bit. And right as I was getting ready to set up the live stream, I saw that news and I was like, I was trying to think of a title for the show, and I was going to go with a Vince McMahon title because there's so much Vince McMahon news, and I will talk about Vince McMahon. And yeah, there's other people hurt, so that is sad. That's really sad, bro. Every day stuff happens like this to a lot of people. People's lives change, people suffer, people get hurt. I had been really lucky in my life not to deal with stuff for a while. You know what I mean? I know that my dad died in front of me when I was a kid, but I really haven't had to deal with too much death and horrible things. And then a few months ago, my dog died of 14 years, and it felt horrific. And then a guy that I worked with died in front of me, and I had to call 911, and I had to try to take care of this guy. I was the one in charge, and he died. And fuck, man, I'm a bit of a pussy. I'll just say, I was shook by this. I'm not good at dealing with this stuff because all that shit from being a kid and emotional stuff comes back. You know what I mean? When you see a grown adult and an older man, in his 60s die in front of you who you were close with for the past 8 months to a year, it's like, it's just shocking. And it's still like, I don't, so this stuff is going on all over the place. I haven't been thinking too much about it over the years about, having to deal with loss. And a lot of you guys have lost parents and family members and shit recently. Whereas I don't think I dealt with it since I was, obviously my grandmother has died and other people's grandmothers have died. And, I have dealt with it, but do you know what I mean? It's not like it's like, okay, grandparents passed away and it was sad. And yeah, it was kind of sad and it was bad, but it wasn't like somebody in front of you dying, or somebody like that, shocking. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. I guess maybe I just don't deal well seeing it in person, but like this made me super sad. I couldn't even I have to pretend this shit isn't even real almost to talk about this, because otherwise I can't do it. And that's why I joke so much too. Like I make a lot of jokes about a lot of things and fucked up things and stuff like that. And I don't even, man, I was so looking forward to these guys. Like I was hoping they would come to AEW. I was kind of disappointed that we weren't going to just get them to come to AEW and do that. You know, I remember thinking that. And then they just had that match with FTR that was great. That I didn't cover it live, but it was really good.
Hey,
you know, and I had a good time. What's up, buddy?
Can I have some Robux?
You supposed to be in bed for school? What's Mommy doing? You ask Mommy. If Mommy says you can, then you can.
But, Daddy.
Dude, you got to be in bed. I know vacation's over tonight. It's sleepy time now.
But Daddy, every time Brenda needs sometimes ask her, she always says no.
Because you shouldn't have Roblox, and you guys know I'm a sucker.
Yeah, but Roblox is for kids.
I know it's for kids, but you know what else is for kids? School, and bedtime is at like 9, and now it's 10. I let you stay up a little later so you could adjust because of the vacation, but you got to go to bed, dude. I tell you what, you be good and listen to Mommy, and you can have some tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, but I have so much work.
I know you do, but you'll do good at school, and you'll do good at work, and then you'll get some Roblox when you're good. Give me 5.
Daddy,
All right? Listen, I'm doing my show right now. I got to go. I got to get back to my show, and you're supposed to be sleeping an hour ago or in bed.
But Daddy, today we have a super duper long day.
That's okay. You're going to have a super duper long day. Wait, tomorrow at school? Yeah, because it's the first day back. Come here. Give me a hug and go upstairs. I'm on my stream, and you got to be in bed. I put you in bed already, so you got to go back up there, okay? Look, I got a bunch of people that want to talk about somebody I got to talk about somebody. All right? Go see Mommy. Go ahead. I know. Go ahead. Go see Mommy. Tell Mommy, put me in my bed, Mommy.
No.
Give her a hug and say, put me to bed, Mommy.
No.
Or I'm going to call her. All right? I love you. Get some sleep, okay?
No.
Get some sleep, and tomorrow, if you're good, we'll see. Oh, shit, my bad, guys. All right, well, unexpected father moment, but there you go, man. You got it. He should be like in bed like an hour ago. He's coming down looking for Roblox. I don't know what the hell's going on. So now I'm gonna text my wife and say like, what's going on? All right. Now I've made Mom aware that he's out of his bed down here asking for Roblox. Now listen, and that's a good example. I mean, I lost my dad when I was 8 years old. All I ever wanted to do was grow up to be a dad so I could like restart that relationship with my kids. So it just sucks to lose people. You know what I mean? I can't imagine his brother and the family, man. I loved watching these guys. I didn't talk a lot about Ring of Honor. I didn't talk a ton about the Briscoe brothers, except I usually had positive things to say about the Briscoe brothers, obviously, and I enjoyed that match with FTR recently. We didn't review it live, but I got to see it, and I was happy I did. His wife might be dead too, man. I don't know, Rostaf. It looks like that might be the case. I don't know why the accident happened. I just know that it's devastating. The wrestling world is, dude. This is when Brody Lee passed away. You know, that was shocking in what happened, and maybe a little, maybe more like devoid of explanation. But this is equally as sad. Tony Khan is the one who put this out. He said Jay and his brother Mark dominated Ring of Honor, reigning as champions to this day. We'll do whatever we can to support his family. Rest in peace. I think I had a hard time reading that, actually, because I was looking at the small part of the screen. People said, let this be a hoax. I mean, it's not a hoax, but it's awful. People love these guys in the ring. I don't know that much about his personal life. I don't. You know what I mean? The family, and I don't know. Children, I don't know. I just know that this is super sad, man, and shocking. And this is the type of thing when you hear about, other people and what they do, as far as abusing things and driving. Other people, I'm not saying anything had to do with him. I'm just saying other people. You don't want something bad to happen. This is why you can't be doing that stuff. And I don't know, the circumstances of this crash could just be a regular accident. I don't know if it's the other driver's fault. It doesn't matter at this point. There's another family that's hurt. I don't know what's going on. I don't know all the facts. I'm still reading what everyone's telling me about it, but I'm being careful as to what I really repeat here at this point, although I will, try to repeat it later. I tried to take monetization off of this video because I just don't like doing that. So you guys tell me if YouTube is still running ads on this video, because if they are, I ain't getting paid for it, and that's fucking crazy. But I took the monetization off. I mean, sure, the donations are going to come in and we'll take them, but, I don't know. Maybe there'll be like a fund or something. I don't know. But we'll figure out what to do. I don't know. I'm sure Jericho will be involved in it. But this is just shocking, bro. I mean, I thought these guys were going to run amok in a Ring of Honor when it was on. Whatever. Listen, I've been skeptical about Ring of Honor getting a deal. I've been saying, like, I don't believe that it's going to happen. They had ads rarely. Oh, I did, though, but I turned mine off. So let me know if they're actually on there. I mean, maybe we'll donate to, like, the thing or whatever they set up for them. But either way, YouTube shouldn't do that if I say not to do it. I mean, the news does it, but it's not. I don't even care. But the bottom line is that this is fucked up, bro. They had a great match with FTR. I really thought that, out of anybody, they would be the ones to cross over. Like, I was saying this for a bit, that, maybe just Samoa Joe, if he's going to go to Ring of Honor, just Samoa Joe and just the Briscoes. Those couple of people crossing over until Ring of Honor launches fully. That's all I would have done. I don't know what the reason was. I'm sure at some point Tony Khan maybe planned for the Briscoe brothers to come into AEW or to do something like that and some kind of crossover and big thing. And it's just it is. I thought they were going to do something big, and I thought it was coming up at some point soon. And it never, and it didn't. I was shocked that it hasn't happened yet. I know that they were getting there with the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and I like that Tony Khan, I think, was trying to keep them exclusive to Ring of Honor only. You know what I mean? Which makes sense to keep them kind of a commodity, because all these other people were on AEW and then they were on Ring of Honor. I don't know if that was by design or if maybe they had some kind of deal where they didn't want to do all that. I don't know what the point of that was. I'd ask Tony Khan if I could get a hold of him. Jake DeMarco used to DM him a couple of times. But now that I'm banned on Twitter, it's hard to do that. I'm not banned on Instagram, though, at Joe Cronin Show on Instagram. At Joe Cronin Show on Instagram, if anybody wants to hit me up and let me know why. I mean, that really doesn't matter right now at all with this going on. We can just only be sad as wrestling fans. And, I'd heard, I know people that like this guy a lot. Some people that talked some crazy stories about him. He was good to me a couple of times when I met him. Jay Briscoe was. I didn't do much, not a lot of interacting. I'm just saying the very little bit I did with him. I only called one match ever of theirs. And they were great, from what I remember. And they were great. They were exciting in the ring. They were like, I don't know, the Briscoe brothers meet, the Briscoe, they were like the Bushwhackers meet, a couple of hardcore guys. It was I can't even think about it. I heard AEW was going to sign the Briscoes, but the network was butthurt because he tweeted something negative about. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so that is something that I forgot about. That was the holding back. That was a holding back moment. They sort of got questionably canceled, which held the Briscoes back for a minute. So that could have been it, but other people have said worse, and they're on TV. I think it was simply just when he got that heat, when they got that heat for those comments back in the day, that they just sort of got held off again. Like, okay, just leave them off for a little bit longer after this, because Excalibur said something years ago that was offensive, dropping the N-bomb, and they held him off as well. And I think it's sort of the same situation of, most people know the guy is not really a racist person. So, but because of how bad it looks, let's hold the guy off TV. I think that's sort of the same situation. Because I'd like to think that, I've said such crazy stuff myself, but I know that I'm not a racist, and I know that I'm not a homophobe, and I know that I love everybody no matter what they are. Now, but I also know I'm not afraid to call people names, and I'm not afraid to say crazy shit because fuck it. So if that offends people, fuck you. And I think some other people feel that way. And I also understand, like, if this stuff comes up and a company gets heat, they're going to say, oh, shit, we got to hold off for a bit. So if that's the case, I don't know if that's the case. But I'm not even going to spend any time on that because I don't think that that's what the guy is. Because here's the thing. If you're actually that way, nobody would sign you. If you actually were a hateful person, nobody would really sign you, I don't think. If you were actually like that. If you were actually like, listen, blah, 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 blah is how I really feel. Blah, 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 blah. Somebody would go, oh, shit. Wait, do you really think this? Yeah. I mean, that might, then I could see someone being like, all right, let's hold off. But I wouldn't even go there with it because it's not, I think that, but, Hulk Hogan's banned for, what he did, and other people. So there's a contradiction all the time. People bring that up and stuff like that. But, people really got to stop being so politically correct. And it's not politically correct anymore. It's going overboard. It's being politically overly adjusting is what it is. You're stupid. You're attacking fans, you're attacking wrestlers, you're attacking people for stupid shit. For stuff that for jokes that were okay for years, and now all of a sudden you can just dial up anybody and say, well, we're going to just attack you now. All it is a reason to bully people for like goofy comments. All because you say they're the bullies. It's so goofy, bro. Nobody likes people that are actually like that, but I'm not even going to spend time on it because it's not worth it at this point. And at a certain point, you got to forgive people too. Yeah, that's true. I do. People have done some weird shit to me over the years, and a lot of them I've forgiven because that's what you're supposed to do for the most part. Not everybody, and you don't forget, but there's things you can forgive and whatever. But in this case, man, this is some scary shit. DWELSH told me I can confirm the Jay and his wife are deceased, and 2 pediatric patients are in critical condition. So I don't know if those kids were in the car with them or somebody else. So I don't know, man. I don't know if the kids were in the car or with somebody else. I'm waiting to hear that too. But just awful, man. Awful news. And it's totally the worst case scenario type of news that you'd want to hear as a wrestling fan. But somebody who's my age, who just had a killer match not that long ago, probably shouldn't have said that, but had a really good match a little bit long ago with FTR, and we're excited to see what he was going to do in Ring of Honor if Ring of Honor launched. We were excited to see what he was going to do in AEW, and we were hoping he was going to come to AEW. And now this, man.
Shit bum.
R.I.P.J. I was deeply surprised NXT television acknowledged his passing.
Yeah, so I didn't know that either. So, Wool Hat Demon, thank you for the $5, man. Wool Hat Demon, what an OG, man. Oh, it was his two girls who were in critical condition. Jesus Christ, bro. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God, dude. I didn't know that. Fuck, man. Oh, my God, bro. Are you serious? These kids just lost their parents in the car crash, and they're in critical condition. That is fucking enraging to hear that, man. God damn, man. Oh, I didn't know that. So that's just awful to hear. That makes it way worse. And I don't even know, dude. I know that the AEW family is gonna rally around that family. Yeah, I just hope the kids are okay now. So, like I said, I plan to go live tonight and talk about Vince McMahon and all the news about Vince McMahon and everything going on there. With him and other wrestling news, and I was going to just hang out with you guys because I finally got a night, you know what I mean, to be able to be on here. And, this obviously just happened right before I went to come on. Welsh has some more info, so I might put him on in a minute. So, I don't see other news right now. The New York Post has picked this up. I mean, just so many people are picking it up now. Cody Rhodes tweeted out about it, which I have a lot of people reacting. Obviously, man, you just hope the kids are okay now. I didn't interact with him much, but upon meeting Jay, I instantly understood something about him. His family was his everything. All the love in the world to them this evening. Well, I mean, they're going to need a lot of things. I hope for Jay, man. You know. I don't know, dude. He loves his those kids, so you hope the kids are okay. That's what he would want, and you hope the kids are okay anyway. Fuck me, man. My teeth are killing me. I'm sorry. My teeth are killing me. I'm drooling out of my face. All right. I got to get it together. See, I don't know why the NFL couldn't do a stream. When Damar Hamlin went down, they sat there the whole time not knowing what to say about anything. They were like, oh, just, we don't know. You know, they're like frozen idiots. It's like they didn't know what the fuck to do. These people are paid millions of dollars to do stuff, and they couldn't speak live on the air. Do you know what I mean? It's not that hard to just be a real person on air and talk about it. But goddamn was it terrible. That coverage was atrocious when that happened. You know what I mean? She hires some real fucking people that can do that the next time. You know what I mean? They can actually carry the goddamn show no matter what happens. You know? I don't care if they show their real emotions or whatever, but they're just robots, dude. That's what I got out of it. Lord, that was awful to watch them try to talk about it. They didn't know what was going on. But thank goodness the Damar Hamlin stuff worked out. I mean, that was incredible. It's still going to be incredible to see what else happens from that and what happens with him. But now, it's like we all hold a lot of this stuff in our heads and on our shoulders about like worrying about other people, which is not a bad thing that we care about everybody. But I feel like a lot of people, people do rally together a lot, but it weighs down on everybody. But you can't even imagine what the family is going through. We're not the family. Like I just can't believe what the family's thinking, and these poor kids in the hospital right now. Oh man, there was so much they were going to be doing, and that was coming up until this car accident. I don't know the details of the car accident or what's going on. I'll see what you guys are saying about the Briscoes and the situation and the donos in a second. I'm trying to come out of it. I'm going to try to come out of it myself and come, I almost got to pretend, like I said, I got to pretend like it's not even a thing and come out of it. I'll snap out of it eventually. You know what I mean? Let's try to play William Regal for a second to break up the, while I blow my nose here, because I got to blow my nose. And I just want to I want to hear from that the kids are going to be okay. That's all I give a shit. I just want to know now that the kids are okay. Especially since, this guy probably loved these kids. And that's his family. You hope they're okay. But him and his wife are passed away, apparently. At least that's what I'm being told. I don't know if 100% true on the wife, but that's this is some tough stuff to hear,
Welcome to the desk.
Thank you very much, Taz.
Hello, sir.
Mr. Schiavone.
Hello.
Man in the mask. How are you today?
Doing quite well,
You
sir.
little creme brulee, you. I'd like to crack you and let you just melt in me. I would, honestly.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Yikes. We're rocking and rolling.
Little creme brulee.
It is nice to hear that they mentioned it on NXT. That's nice that they would do that, I guess. A lot of people might have heard about it that way. I had no idea for a while. I just find this is so shocking, bro. But stuff can happen any day, It's just I forget exactly what they signed him for. I mean, this should make all the SJWs are probably loving this because they're sick. But yeah, I think they sign for $1 million contract or something like that, 5 years or $1 million or I don't remember exactly what the contract allegedly was. And we were looking forward to them showing up, more. We know the Ring of Honor stuff was happening, and we were looking forward to them showing up on AEW. We really believed that they would at some point be showing up on AEW, And whether it was a controversy that happened that held that back, I don't know. Or they were just waiting to try to keep them separate. I don't know. But you knew it was going to be a good time, when they showed up in AEW. And you got to have a taste of that by watching that FTR match, that double dog collar match or whatever it was. And that was where the excitement finally started kind of coming. Like, all right, the Briscoes, they're gonna start showing up. They're gonna start doing more stuff. They're gonna show up more in AEW. But oh yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of messages from a lot of people, man. My Instagram is blowing up right now. So, yeah, I'll just continue to follow what's up here. And we'll go into the Vince stuff maybe in a few. We can't be completely sad all night here. This is just awful news. Just sucks, man. Sucks, bro. I think about this stuff all the time with my kids. It's like the worst case scenario ever. To get in something like this with the kids in the car, or you're doing something out or whatever. Yeah, his wife died according to the news. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of double standards. Phenomenal Ace, no doubt. Let me go to the donos because I need a break.
You donated $50. I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50. You donated $50, motherfucker boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Rip J. Briscoe got so many emotions running through my head. I was at ROH Supercard last year when they faced FTR for the second time. But then finding out his death is just brutal. Apparently his daughter was in the accident too. I am praying for her.
Yeah, man. I hope the kids are okay. There's 2 kids in the car. Does he have 2 daughters? I don't know. I thought he had 2 daughters. Soundwave 92, thank you, ma'am. Soundwave 92 with a big one coming in. Yeah, we plan to be live, doing some goofy shit tonight about Vince McMahon and maybe some entertainment stuff and Q&A. I did not expect to be doing this. Yeah, I'll come on the Discord in a minute. So we can all talk about it. In a second, I'll be joining Discord, and I'll take a break. I'll go grab some water because, yeah, it's so, yeah, fuck, man. Holy shit. Soundwave, thank you, man. Well, I think they, I was hoping the Ring of Honor would do well and that they would do certain things. But at this point, I was kind of like, I don't know. I just was sort of, we're waiting and waiting and waiting for it to show up somewhere or to get announced, and yet it was taking up a lot of time on AEW. So I think it was just a little bit sloppily done a bit. I enjoyed it a bit and what they were doing a little bit, but I keep saying bit, but it was a bit sloppy at the beginning there. But one of the things that held it, that made me feel better about it was that there were certain people, almost like ECW, like the exclusives or the originals, and the Briscoes were that anchor of the originals, that you think Ring of Honor when you think these guys. And, maybe they bring in like the Samoa Joes and, at some point you could have done, so many things, like a throwback night, Ring of Honor, Bryan Danielson versus somebody, like rematches of years ago, and you really had there really was this big opportunity to have this massive, Ring of Honor thing. I got so many people hitting me up on Instagram, man. And by the way, if you're out there thinking, oh, Joe's talking about me on Instagram, I might be, but there's also like 40 people messaging me on Instagram. Yeah, a lot of people found out about this through WWE, which, yeah, that's kind of shocking. You're watching WWE, suddenly you see, Jay Briscoe's, passed away on WWE TV. It's kind of like, whoa, that is a shock. So, Will Hat Demon, thank you. And Soundwave 92, thank you as well, my friend.
You raised a piece of shit.
Did I?
It's my birthday and I'll come if I want to.
Ooh. Wait a minute, Mr. Pico, it's your birthday today? Are you telling me that Jay Briscoe just died on your birthday? That sucks. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe from Pico. Well, happy birthday, Mr. Pico. It's ruined. So how about that?
I just might fuck her!
All right, relax, Dr. Earl. Please calm down, all right?
I just might fuck her!
All right. Can you calm down? You sick bastard. Joe, Tommy said that they should take your kids from you. What? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Tommy said they should take your kids from me. What does that mean? Who should take my kids from me? What are you talking about? What? My kid was just down here. I just put him to bed. What the hell are you talking about? What clip? Play. All right. What is this?
Talks trash about me, runs clips about me, and that's what you are, a piece of trash. That's all you'll ever be. Honestly, I'm surprised that DSS hasn't taken your children away because you can't raise your children the right way.
What?
Honestly.
What do you mean I can't raise my children the right way? You don't even know how I raise my children. What the fuck is he talking about? When did he say this?
Talks trash about me, runs clips about me, and that's what you are, a piece of trash.
What?
That's all you'll ever be. Honestly, I'm surprised that DSS hasn't taken your children away because you can't raise your children the right way.
Jesus.
Honestly.
What the fuck? All right. I don't know how. You don't even know how I raise my children. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I did this time. Interesting. I wonder who sent that. Whatever.
Duncachino?
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Duncachino!
It's a whole new game.
Duncachino!
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my
Chocolate blend. Julio Scissors. I'm sorry. I know it's Julio, but it was too funny to say Julio. I don't know why. But Julio Scissors, thank you for the $10 in scissoring. If you did not, actually, you know what? If you had done $9.99, you would have actually really scissored me, to be honest. So next time, do $9.99, and then you can actually scissor me. We can have a scissoring party. Julio, thank you, bro. But I am going to call you Julio because that's funny. But what up, man? What up, Julio? How are you, brother? Good to hear from you. $10, baby. Appreciate it. How are you? Jay Briscoe apparently has gotten in a car accident, passed away. His wife has passed away, and horrifically, their children are in like critical condition right now, which is really, really sad. Just awful, unimaginable shit. This is almost like, when Kobe crashed with his daughter or whatever. I mean, that was hard. That was fucked up, dude. And I don't even like Kobe. I'm a goddamn Celtics fan from Boston. I never liked Kobe, other than when sometimes I'd be like, Kobe. I'd do the same thing. How crazy is that, too, by the way? Dude, I don't even know why I got so emotional about Kobe, dude. I think it's because of his daughter. When I see people and their daughters and their kids die, like, that is awful. This is fucking horrible, man. It's because I have 3 kids and I'm a dad. And I know how badly it would just destroy me if I wasn't there for them. Until they're at least like 20 years old or something. I mean, certainly we all want to live to be for like as old as we can, so we can walk the daughter down the aisle and see the kids do everything. You know what I mean? My mother's 70 something. She's got to see me become 38. I want to do that too. So it bothers you. It's just awful, dude. It is kind of, the Kobe shit is crazy because it used to be a positive thing. Like, there was a guy the other day that I was in a workplace, and the guy turned around at his desk and he threw something and he hit it and he went, Kobe. And I went, well, dude, I don't think that that's associated with that anymore. You know what I mean? It used to be, you'd be like, oh, Kobe. But now I don't do that anymore. Dude, when I make a sale at work, sometimes there's other people, they say Kobe. When a guy makes a sale at work, I've heard them do it. They're like, Kobe. I'm like, no, dude, not really. Because now I think about, like, the fucking helicopter crashing and blowing up. So when I don't make a sale, I say Kobe. Or, like, when I see someone on the side of the road on fire, you know what I mean, or something horrific, or a building falling down, or somebody, whatever, I go, Kobe. It's become a depressing thing. It used to be a wonderful thing. Kobe. Now it's not. You know what I'm saying? When I see a stillborn birth happen on TV in a movie, I'm like, Kobe, But it used to be the baby came out happy and the parents were like, oh, and the baby's like, man, it's a boy. And I'd be like, Kobe. But now it's not like that. I think about Kobe. I think about horrific shit. You know what I mean? If there was like another 9/11 tomorrow, I'd be like, Kobe. I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks this way? Or maybe because Kobe drained the three so many times and hit so many fucking shots that were amazing, like 1 million of them, that just because one accident, like, it doesn't overtake the Kobe, the good Kobe. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to make people laugh right now because I can't deal with this fucking being sad anymore. Fuck. It's fucking awful, dude. I don't think, I don't even want to say what I want to say. There's something serious I want to say about something, but I'm not even going to do it because it's just, I can't do it. It's disrespectful. I'm not going to say it. And some of you guys might know what I'm talking about based on some of you in the chat. You've already gone there, but I'm not going to do it. I can't believe I'm holding back. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. I don't know what it is. I'm going to hold back on it right now because it's not the time. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to associate something else with this situation in wrestling. But it's, fuck, man. Ugh. I just hope his kids are okay.
There's something going on.
Whoa.
Up in space. There's something going on up in this place. There's something weird kinda happening, strange kinda happening, things are kinda happening.
Well, what the fuck is happening?
Aliens,
extraterrestrials,
they gave me a shot.
Nanotechnology, fucking
I'm not me. You're not you. La la la. I'm fucking crazy. Split personality. Scott McKinnon.
R.I.P. Briscoe, bro. Damn,
Yeah.
a car accident? Man, that really, really fucking sucks.
Yes, it does suck. The ghost from the coast. The ghost from the coast, man, Ghost, thank you, man, for the support, bro. Thank you for the support, bro. If there is some kind of if there's some kind of a fund me or fucking whatever, I mean, I'll try to see. I'll definitely contribute something to it on behalf of everybody. JCS Dono. I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna set something up. I'm sure the Tony Khan will come up with something. I owe the IRS $80,000. Oh my God. I told someone that the other day on a stream, and the guy was like, how the fuck do you do? What the fuck? You know what's funny is I was on a payment plan, and they just turned it off for some reason. Now I got to, like, refix it. But I'll still take that and give it to the Briscoes. Fuck you. Uncle Sam ain't getting it from me. I'm giving it to them. You can't take it from me. I gave it to them. Imagine that. Just give it all to them. They come after my kids. Well, it's funny. The Republicans want to abolish the IRS, and the Democrats want to make more agents. So I can't figure it out. Someone was like, Joe, you got really good news. The Republicans are trying to get rid of the IRS. Maybe you'll be okay. I don't think so, because I think even if they did do that, they would still come. I still owe what I owe, I think. I don't think they would ever not come for that still. I don't know, though. But they'll never pass. But it's funny that one side wants to get rid of the IRS and the other side wants to, like, add more agents. Like, it's just very seemingly like there's quite a big difference there. But, we're going to be talking about Vince McMahon in a little bit. We'll be talking about a lot of things, and we'll talk about the Briscoes. We'll talk about how sad this is. If we can, avoid it and try to be a little funny, I'll try to do it. Because we can't just sit here moping on this the whole time, or I'll literally end myself because I won't be able to deal with it emotionally. And the guy's children are in the hospital, and so that's all I can think is that, God, my God, please be okay. Please let these little kids be okay. That's all I care about, man, is just let these little kids be okay. That's all I give a fuck at this point. Fuck. Not quite as much, Justin, but it's in there. But we got other news too we'll get into. Yo, Ghost, thank you for the $51 bomb in, and now it's time to Scissor Daddy Joe. This is for Jay Briscoe. Scissor me.
Now the reports are saying Jay and his wife are dead and both their children are in the ICU. It's just like Jericho said, this is a lot worse than we realized. If it don't bring Mark Briscoe on tomorrow night to honor his brother, fuck Warner and TBS.
Oh, man, Soundwave, I don't even know. Do you think... I don't know about that, man. That's up to That's up to him. You think he could actually come on TV tomorrow night? Aren't his nieces in the ICU, dude? He ain't going to be on TV tomorrow night. He's going to be in the fucking hospital, dude. You know what I mean? This just happened. You know what I mean? I wouldn't blame TBS or AEW for anything at this point. You know what I mean? Soundwave 92, I get where your heart is, though. But I wouldn't blame that. I don't think this guy could possibly be doing that on TV. He's probably in the hospital. He's probably in the hospital broken up, dude. He's probably in the hospital fucked up. You know what I mean? Or like whatever. You know, there's no way the guy is going to be, I don't think, going to be doing that. You know? He's got to be super close with these kids. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be on TV. I think I understand what you're trying to say, but I mean, maybe next week he'll be on, but I don't care. You know, who cares? Like, this, just please, like, let the kids be okay, and I hope he's with the kids and they're okay and he's in the hospital. You know what I mean? Fuck, his brother's birthday's tomorrow? Jesus Christ. Does this get any weirder? So, just an awful thing, a car accident. His wife and him are both gone, and the children are in critical condition in the ICU. So, that is just unexpected, devastating news. But I get your point. I'm gonna head over to Discord in a few minutes because I'm gonna need help, obviously, so I can take a breather.
Super
Crazy.
chat party.
As a resident of Delaware myself, this breaks my heart. FRFR, crying face. The accident occurred 30 to 40 minutes from me. RIPJ.
Wow.
Peace of, praying gesture, praying gesture.
Well, this is all Joe Biden's fault somehow. I know that. Blair Davis, thank you for the $4.99. I'm kidding. Blair, thank you for the $4.99. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. He's my age, 38. I only met him. I only really met him twice, and he was cool both times I met him. We were a little crazy, but it was a fun time. Only a couple times. I only got the honor of calling Briscoe Brothers match once. I don't remember where it is. I got it somewhere, but I always enjoyed them. You know, we were looking forward to see what they would do. And now I'm gonna pop into Discord. There's a lot of people here, but I want to hit up DWELSH first because DWELSH says thinks he got something. What's up, Welsh?
From what I know, Jay and his wife are deceased. The two daughters are in ICU in critical condition. From what I know, I have some friends who run up in fire and rescue up in Delaware, and they've told me that they've been using the words entrapment and fire were both used in the incident.
What is it? What is the word? Say it again.
Entrapment and fire.
Oh, so you're saying there was like an accident and then there was a fire in the car?
And from what I know, the daughters do have what I've been told are burn injuries. They won't tell me the extent.
God.
They won't tell me the extent, but those are what is being relayed to me.
Well, that's just awful. Now this is so sad that I can't deal with it that well, so I'm going to just say this. Would you also agree that, Delaware is poorly run because of Joe Biden, or?
Delaware has some really, really narrow roads.
Yeah.
So where the accident happened, I've been looking at it, and that specific run of road is really, really narrow.
So we could say that.
Afternoon, evening.
So we could say that this is Joe Biden's fault, the narrow roads, right? Could we blame him for this?
I wouldn't say it's Biden's fault. You could blame the state of Delaware itself.
But I still want to blame him for some reason. Because he's old. You know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't go that far, but...
Well, let's just blame him anyway. Just because it's funny to blame Joe Biden for everything. You know?
If not too many people know, the accident happened at the intersection of Laurel Road and Whittle Hill Road.
Oh. Well, I'll make sure not to drive there. No, but I mean, this is, like I said.
That's the information that I've received.
Listen, man, I'm trying to make jokes because I've already cried twice. I don't need to cry a third time. I swear to God, I'm going to get COVID again. Swear to God, this guy in my work had COVID. He was just next to me a couple of days ago. I'm like, I swear to fuck, bro, if I get COVID again. Don't worry, Lee Champagne. We're not really doing politics. I'm just making jokes about people. It doesn't matter left or right. It's not a left or right joke. It's just I'm just being a dick. I'm not trying to be political on left and right. I'm just making a joke, man. It's not. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for at all. You know who I voted for? I voted for my cock. That's who I voted for. I'd never go to Delaware to begin with, says Andre Lavandero. You know what I mean? Now, here's the other thing, man. I swear to God, bro, we had good news. I mean, there's no good news out of this, but I mean, like, I just hope the kids are okay. I cannot deal with it, man. I want to know the kids are all right. So that's all I'm gonna think about now. So I'll be thinking about the kids being okay, and that is just fucking so horrific, dude. I can't even believe it. Mustafa, what's up, man?
Honestly, I'm numb.
You're numb?
I'm numb. I'm numb, dude. Like, literally, news broke the moment that I saw your headline and notification. And I'm like, stop playing. Please stop. I literally almost ran out of my house just like screaming. That's how hurt I am right now.
I would actually. Can you film that for me?
Stop being a dick right now. It's not time right now.
I know, but I want to see you running out of your house going, ah.
No.
Okay.
This is messed up, dude.
I can't deal with it. I've already cried twice. I got to make jokes now. I can't deal with it.
Like, dude, the fact of the matter is that I was told by DWELSH basically before you even like started talking on the program.
Yeah.
That all of us, it's one thing I heard about Jay. It's another thing I hear about his wife, and then God forbid, I swear, dude, I will lose my freaking mind if both of these kids are even more injured than what they already are. So like, this is not cool. And by the way, a lot of people don't know this. The Briscoe family is huge. It's a large family, a lot of kids. For what I understand, if you know the story of the Briscoes, especially when they do like their little videos here and there on social media, you would see a lot of like the brothers and sisters and the nieces and nephews. And this one really hurts bad.
Yeah. No, this is real rough. Troy just sent me a Google Maps of the exact intersection where it happened.
Can you show it? Can you display it for me?
It's actually against the YouTube terms of service to show Google Maps, unless you're doxing me, and then that stays up for some reason.
No. I'm not talking. But like, at least explain it. Like, where is it near? Is there any major city?
No, it's a long sort of two-way road, but then there's a turnoff to the right to a side street, like a side road. That's a long, kind of almost unfinished side road. And just two main lanes that are probably like about 45 to 55 mile an hour lanes. And I guess, somebody must have been pulling out of that area when the other car was coming on, or just the cars crossed and crashed head on. I don't know.
So I'm about to say, so is that road normally busy? Are there street lights? Is it normally a dark road?
No, it's a main road, but it's not a busy
like
road.
Route 9?
It's exactly. It's the dangerous Route 9 here in Massachusetts. Exactly like that. Or like the Auto Mile area over there.
There are new reports coming out as we speak about the situation around.
What are they saying? What did they say? There was a fire?
One second. Basically everything that they already have confirmed: Sussex, Laurel crash, entrapment fire. EMTs advising 2 adults fatality, 2 critical, and being transported. Roadway was closed, and it's a sad situation, man. This is fucked up, yo. When I put the news out earlier, like around like after 8:30 or so, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah, because it's like a wrestler that we've all watched for a long time, and it's his family, and not only that, it's like little kids. So that's everyone's worried about the kids now.
Dude, like I just literally got into the Briscoes these past couple years because again, I didn't have access to Ring of Honor for the longest time, and then by the time I saw them actually on television via GCW, what they did with the Ring of Honor through AEW, I was just really started getting into them. I loved their promos. Particularly Jay, who would sort of kind of be like, the guy who would start off the promo and then his brother giving it in color and context and kind of like almost like a Road Warriors promo where it was like, they used humor only in the right places, but they were still always badass. So this one, I'm like I said, like, dude, I literally found out when your notification came up and I saw the headline. I immediately went to Twitter. And here, and by the way, shout out to Triple H and shout out to the NXT crew for actually even acknowledging this dude. Tony Khan apparently says he's going to figure out a way to help out the family. The fact that, like, you know, again, I guess, you know, their contract at this point, I mean, I guess it's still valid, but I'm assuming there's going to be more after that is up. I'm assuming it's definitely going to help the kids, just like the John Huber, aka Brody Lee situation. Yeah, this oh god, I can't even speak. It's going to be the same situation.
Joe and Mustafa.
Yeah,
What's up,
thanks,
Welsh?
man. This one hurts, man, really bad.
Hey,
I sent you something.
Hey,
all the
by the way,
Yes.
By the way, tomorrow is Mark Briscoe's birthday.
Yeah. So yeah, we heard that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm me
And
personally.
Jay's birthday is a week from tomorrow.
Jeez.
Damn.
I'm so dude. I can't. Damn it.
Me personally, I'm looking at this through how the brother must be feeling right now.
Well, I'm worried about the kids. I mean, and the brother. Yeah, obviously the whole family.
I mean,
the whole
family, his father.
I don't.
It's fucked
I
up.
would be. I'm gonna say this now. I would be surprised if we see the brother wrestle the rest of the year.
Well, right now we're not even worried about that. Right now we're more curious about the well-being of the family. And by the way, their father, who, if you've watched during the pandemic when they had like that wrestling match on the farm,
yeah,
and they were, you know, going against each other just for the sake of entertainment's sake and all that.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
the father is so funny. The father is so, from what I understand from people who've spoken about, like, you know, breaking kayfabe, like, you know, about the actual family and stuff, they're so genuine and hardworking. Like, dude, they worked on a chicken farm in Delaware doing what they did, and it wasn't just wrestling that they were in love with. They still ran their family business. So the fact of the matter is that this whole family right now is suffering.
So what you're saying is they have a career to fall back onto.
Well, yes, but at the same time though, it's a family business, you know. And this is one of those cases where, I mean, it's one thing when you're a simpleton living in, you know, the middle of nowhere and you're not a celebrity, but in this case scenario, it falls under the celebrity category. Even though that it's wrestling, people are going to know about it. And again, like I said, shout out to every wrestling organization who's even admitted to this, because normally, and I've said this before, when Vince is normally in charge, the term wrestling, or let alone the act of acknowledging another brother from another promotion, especially when they never wrestled for WWE, that takes a lot of class.
Yeah.
That to me, I mean, I've always respected, you know, Paul Levesque, Triple H, whatever you want to call him. But to me, this is just another notch in the belt of saying this is why he's so great at what he does, not just what he did in the ring, but outside of the ring.
And Shawn Michaels even, shout out to Shawn Michaels too. He even put out something and was like, yo, my condolences. Because
everybody you gotta understand, the wrestling business is a brotherhood and sisterhood, but at the same time, these guys, WWE knows about a lot of talent that are major players outside of the promotion. They know.
Yeah, these guys were on the radar for years. Like with a lot of they almost came to WWE a lot of times. Like they were on the radar for years. I mean, everybody knows them. Everybody knows them. They've been around. Like you said, that they're so well respected at this point that they're, you know, everybody knows them, and they're well respected. They're in the family somehow everywhere, because if you said to Triple H, like, you know, a few names of some people, like maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't, but you say the Briscoes, he goes, oh yeah, of course, I've seen a million times.
Right, because again, all these top brass people on the 4th floor of Titan Towers or anywhere else of any wrestling organization trade tapes. They understand the business because, yes, they won't acknowledge you on television.
Are we really trading tapes anymore, though, Mustafa?
I mean,
it's more
you know what I mean.
I know, but come on, like I gotta say something, man.
It's YouTube links.
It ain't 1998 anymore. I mean,
I know, but you know, when you get a DVD or when you get like a YouTube clip or something,
some of us do. I still got DVDs. I know what you're saying, but yeah, they probably just sent them the YouTube video.
And get them out.
Yeah,
They
you get a
you know,
video and you watch. And granted, I think even William Regal, who was always in, Vince's ear or Triple H's ear, or
Yeah.
anybody who was in charge, would always drop names, and you would keep hearing the name, or you would hear about, them by, again, you got to watch these guys. We should look after them, and maybe, we'll put them in our developmental system or something. That's how they normally do things. But in this case scenario, I mean, the fact that, and forget all about, different, fantasy matches now and all that stuff. Let's just look at the legacy of what Jay in particular did. Because remember, he wasn't just a tag team wrestler, dude. He was a world heavyweight champion.
Yep.
Right.
Like, that says a lot. I mean, we're talking like Matt, Jeff Hardy, Terry and Dory Funk type status. Like, this is no joke. And dude, from the earliest days, from what I saw via, old matches and documentaries and stuff like that when I was studying the Briscoes a little bit last year, and even during the pandemic, oh my God, even when they were young, they had so much passion and so much hunger just to be the best. And this to me is probably one of the hardest for me, because I was starting to get to know them for their work and why they were so beloved and why they were just revered by, the internet wrestling community, the independent wrestling community. This is
the wrestling community as a whole.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is that, again, this is not, and I'm not trying to make this out to be a joke, even though we do this every once in a while. This is not a Benoit family tragedy. This is literally an accident. This is a tragic accident that I don't think I can even.
Real accident.
Yeah, that I can never even fathom anybody.
So this is a car accident. So do we know anything about the other driver?
No, as far as to my knowledge, I don't even think we're even going to know the full amount of information until maybe within the next few days, maybe in the next week.
I'm trying to figure out there was another car and that they didn't hit one of these telephone poles.
That's what I was asking.
It was a collision.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. Let me grab the water.
Single vehicle accident.
Single vehicle accident? Oh, man. Because, like I said, because I would think we would know more information like the following day or 2 days if there was another individual or individuals and would be declared either injured or deceased. But if it is a single motor vehicle accident, and again, there's various different scenarios of how this one occurred. And again, I want thorough information, not just theories or hypothesis about, what actually happened. And we'll know, but it doesn't make it any much easier, let alone bringing Jay back or his wife. Because now those children are fatherless, which sucks.
Yeah. Hey, real quick though, Jay Briscoe on Twitter put out a post saying that he's going to go for 13 times the tag champion.
I did see that, and that. But again, right now, as much as I want to be like, oh my God, that would have been great. It's just like I'm more concerned about, the life here more so than a championship.
Yeah, no, for real, because. I mean, yeah, we could worry about what his brother gonna do, but now it's all about what are we gonna do? This happens to everybody. It can happen to us, any one of us, for real.
And again, there are millions, and again, there's a lot of car accidents that happen nationwide for various reasons. And I mean, just not too long ago, the Tiger Woods situation where there was like a blind spot where he was going probably excessively faster than normal, but there's still a blind spot where when you're about to turn and you're about to go off that road, you don't see a car coming, you're pretty much at a bat out of hell about to go straight to the emergency room, which is what happened. This is too difficult to even process, man.
Very.
Joe, I mean, I know you suffered again, tragic, death, you talked about your father. I'm so sorry. Can you talk about have you heard of anything as far as wrestlers or even celebrities for that matter who've been in this type of an accident that you're aware of from your experience?
I think Joe went to the bathroom or blow his nose or get a drink or something. Quite frankly, I wouldn't blame him if he went to go get a drink right now.
Okay. Again, I apologize for everybody that's on the
Take it on over, Mustafa. Take it on over.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Brock. Thanks, guys. You can ask questions if you want.
Okay, so what were they gonna say? Oh yeah. This is obviously a very serious and tragic thing that happened. No one's denying that.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, like I said, if it wasn't for Joe notifying like he was going live, which by the way, I was not expecting it. I was, because
I wasn't even sure Joe was gonna go live tonight.
Yeah, because like I said, I've I know Joe's been, because of his job, he's been, shifting like, his stuff around but and again, I literally just came home from just doing some work related stuff and oh God, we've had tragedies in wrestling, literally both on and off camera. Thank God, mostly off camera, because who wants to see any death on a live event? But and again, we've heard stories with people, whether they're being sick, whether they're being drugged up, whether being died of alcohol or whatever. But this is, I take it so personally because, and again, I don't, and people in the chat, you can sort of kind of like say what you wish about it, but again, I've heard wrestlers being in car accidents. Shoot, Ric Flair was in a plane accident where Johnny Valentine passed away. You know what I mean? And Rick could have been dead too, but the fact that he survived and was able to wrestle after the fact, like it took him time, but he had to build himself back up. Jerry the King Lawler had said that he had been through a tragedy where, so a car caught on fire and just blew up, like while the car was still running or whatever. And this is, and again, I hope for like and again, this shouldn't mean much, but to me it would, that there's really no like car stunts or anything for that matter for wrestling for a little while, because even though that cars have been used effectively for like dramatic effect in wrestling, I think for a little while there shouldn't be really any car stunts in wrestling for a bit, just because I think it'd just be too sensitive. I mean, you can argue me with that, or if you want to give your opinion about it,
That
free
means you, Darby.
I just wanted to say, I mean, I know this is a serious issue, but sometimes people use humor to intensify the issue. So, with that being said, Darby, get your ass back on the skateboard and don't go near a vehicle.
Or even just like how like a lot of times in wrestling, I mean, Memphis really created this where you basically take a car and you're going to use it for dramatic effect. In other words, use a door to hit somebody or even just run over somebody. Honestly, I don't want to see.
I don't think
they
should do anything with any cars for a while.
Yeah, because
y'all should see how many people out that never wrestled them before just paying mad respects. The Usos, Cody Rhodes. We already said Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Dolph Ziggler just said something. FTR cried. He said he hasn't stopped crying since.
Yeah, one of the brothers.
This is like Brody Rhodes times 3 all over again.
Yeah, it basically one of the brothers from FTR said that like everybody was checking in on him. He was like, guys, thank you for checking in on me, but I'm okay. I mean,
have you heard anything from the Elite?
That's a good question. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to look into that as a matter of fact, because for those of you who don't know, I've actually been trying to like stay off of social media for a while, mainly because I'm just trying to like kind of get back to basics and quiet my mind a bit. But man, every time, but unfortunately, when there's a tragedy or there's like an important thing about the business, whether it be Vince or this and that, I've had to respond to it, and I really haven't had the peace of mind to like
What that's saying, Mustafa? Every time you think you're out, they pull you back in.
They pull me right back in. That's right. And
I was kind of on the same kind of where you was going at too. I was taking a little break from people, from Discord and everything. Work's been kind of crazy, but
okay. So this is from Dave Meltzer. This is from Dave Meltzer. Tony Khan tweeted the death of Jay Briscoe in an auto accident. 2 people in the car died in an accident at 5:30 p.m. in Laurel, Maryland.
No, Delaware.
Oh, yeah, Delaware. Yeah, I don't understand. Damn it, Dave. I'm sorry. I'm just reading what he wrote. I'm sorry, man. It's not me.
There is a Laurel, Maryland, yeah, but I don't know why you would put that.
Maybe it auto-corrected. Again, that can happen too.
Yeah.
I have an update, Mustafa.
What's up?
An update from a buddy of mine who works for Laurel, Delaware Fire. He said there was a second vehicle involved. That second driver is deceased as well.
Ooh.
The one daughter was flown to shock trauma center. The second daughter is in serious but stable condition.
Oh.
And that's the newest update that I've gotten from my fire and EMS friends up there in Delaware. Is the one daughter was flown to shock trauma center, and the second driver of the second vehicle was also deceased.
Jesus.
Oh,
it sounds like it was a head-on.
So basically the because this is so much for me to even comprehend. So obviously Jay, his wife, and
the other driver.
The other driver. Holy God.
CM Punk just paid a tribute just now to Jay.
Can you read it for me, brother?
Sure. It just says Jay Briscoe forever on looks like Instagram or Twitter tweet. Didn't say much, just Jay Briscoe forever with a heart emoji.
Okay. Yeah.
Matt Hardy said something as
I
well.
saw that one too. I saw. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of wrestlers from all companies saying much. Triple H said this for those of you who haven't read it: an incredible performer who created a deep connection with wrestling fans across the globe. My condolences to the family and friends of Jay Briscoe. Ruckus from AEW, who basically does a lot of the music in AEW, basically just says "Rip Jay Briscoe." Cash Wheeler, I've been in tears since I heard the news. I just don't have the words. Rest in peace, Jay. God, Big Swole is constantly saying stuff. I just keep thinking about them kids, sending up my many prayers to them and to the rest of the family.
Yeah, I think everybody's just worried about the kids at this point.
As we all should. And Taya, Valkyrie, life is so short. Rest in peace, friend. Just everybody is just speaking about the children, speaking about the family, which is how it should be done. Which again is just classy by all those who are just involved with the situation. And like I said, I want to applaud WWE. I want to applaud AEW. I want to applaud just the independent wrestling scene in general, because everybody is just coming out. I mean, again, the wrestling business is family, both the people who are in the business and the fans who love the business. And I just want to again, I don't know if this is going to mean anything to anybody who's on this program right now, but I just want to comfort everybody, just knowing, like, if you got a family member that you really care about, especially young family members, just feel the need to just text them just to say that you love them. As cheesy as that sounds, please do that, please.
Yeah, nah, same, because I was
per a source.
Hold on. You took the name right out of my mouth, but I might sound like a bitch for real for saying this. I don't even care, but everybody right now, we all need to join up together, man. Be a tight knit family for real, because we could be next for real, yo. Like, seriously.
Life is too short.
But we all gotta like come together and be like, yeah, you gotta do better out here.
Life is too short.
Per a source from Delaware, the Oro Delaware School District has announced that they will be closed all day for the rest of the week. Counselors will be helping students to cope with this tragedy.
Oh, that's another thing.
Again, the Oro Delaware School District has announced that they are closed tomorrow for at least the next 2 days.
Yes, and here's another thing that people need to understand, and this is a great point. Those guys, both the Briscoes, were real good members of the community in terms of what they did for the community, what they brought wrestling to the community, as well as being ambassadors for the community that they lived in. Very well respected, and definitely gave money in various ways as well. There's actually been video footage of them putting on a little bit of a wrestling show for the school or just for the little neighborhood that they were in. So that doesn't surprise me. And matter of fact, that's actually very, very cool. The fact that they did that out of the respect of the family, because remember, those kids, when they get well, or however long the rehabilitation process, let alone the trauma of until they're able to get back in school, they're going to be welcomed back with open arms. And let me tell you something, it's not going to be easy.
Hell no.
It's just it's that whole family needs to get blessed. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that they will, and that community will come together. They'll definitely raise money. They'll definitely try to see to it that the kids definitely get a college education, and I know they will, not just through what the family made, but through what the community and everybody else will help garner. And yeah, and I pray to God that I hope and pray that there's a Kickstarter or some type of GoFundMe type of situation where it is made public and that the wrestling community can definitely come in, or T-shirts or whatever that they need to do in order to help out the family. So
well, I think this goes without saying, Mustafa, but thoughts and prayers for the entire JCS community to the Briscoe family.
Yeah, by the way, if you're just joining us right now, if you haven't heard, and yes, this is as it said, I know there's a lot of people that have been coming in for the past couple minutes. Joe right now is just taking care of a few things, but Jay Briscoe, one half of probably one of the best tag teams in the history of the business. Jay Briscoe, at 38 years of age, along with his wife, have sadly passed away in a car accident. The details are still coming out as has been reported, as we've been talking about throughout the program, which has been going on for about a little over an hour and 20 now. But yes, Jay Briscoe has passed away in a car wreck along with his wife. His kids are still in critical condition and that are in a hospital right now.
Don't forget the driver.
Yeah, and the driver, unfortunately, as we were just told, is also passed away. It was a two-car collision. And like I said, our thoughts and our prayers also go out to that family, whoever that is, because we know that we're going to be getting the reports back within the next couple of days of hopefully the main details of the incident. And
what the hell happened?
Somebody,
motherfucker reached for the sky. That's what happened.
Real quick, they were all four of them were trapped. Okay, they were trapped and could not
God
get out.
damn.
That's fucking awful.
Holy shit, bro.
Take that into consideration before you start talking, But we do.
No. That's good. That's good. Like I said, I'm just giving the main bullet points, but the fact that you guys are filling that in, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be sad.
See, who's gonna go live? I can't even do it
in a few days.
Oh, so I'm assuming.
Weren't they champs, by the way? Aren't they
No,
fucking champs, by the way? Like they just win.
Belts.
Drop the belts.
Yeah.
Who the hell cares, Garga?
Yeah, they dropped the belts.
Because that fucking
fuck is wrong with you? It doesn't matter.
He's fucking dead, Garguts.
Didn't help.
Well, he fucking reached for the sky, motherfucker.
Garguts, you insensitive bastard. Shut the fuck up.
Fucking A.
Garguts, weren't they champions? Weren't they champions?
Dan just put you in your place, Garguts.
Oh my god.
Thanks,
He
guys,
doesn't have a place to begin with. What are you talking about?
Garguts, don't make me come down to Texas and kick your ass.
Oh, I'd like to see you do it with your big ass lips.
I will rip that port up out your fucking chest and shove it down your fucking throat.
I'll shove it.
Jesus Christ. We're really gonna fight?
Right?
God,
now the
damn.
chat room's gonna be like, "What is going on?"
Fucking time, Garguts.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I feel AIDS.
What's going on, guys? You gonna be all right? Put you in the car. Let me tell you something.
Right. Go through several windshields.
Apparently they were on their way to a cheerleading competition too, which is crazy because I think that's what it was. That's just even more awful. I mean, dude, I just went to my daughter's cheerleading competition thing. Like that was, and it was.
That would explain why school is closed tomorrow.
Yeah, and somebody said they were like 2 miles away from their house too.
Oh man.
It's just awful, dude. Like I don't even want to think about because we don't even know, so I don't want to even say it. But I mean, I don't know what happened, but it's just awful. Now I just want to know the kids are all right because I know that's all this guy. You know what I mean? That's all that they wanted at this point. You know, for the kids to be all right. This guy probably fucking. You know, was his whole thing. He would want the wrestling community to to say prayers for the kids and to think about the kids right now. That's what this guy would want. That's what they would want. So that's what I think everybody's.
Joe, were you listening to the update while you were away?
A little bit, yeah. I heard that one of the kids is a little better off than the other one.
Yeah.
One was burned.
Yeah,
real
the
bad.
one of the two daughters was flown to shock trauma center, and the second daughter is in serious but stable condition.
By the way, if you could do us a favor, post that in the Discord chat so that way I at least have it on record, just so like I can actually read through it.
I got you, Mustafa.
Thank you,
What a
dog.
weird fucking day.
This is a weird day.
No shit, man. Found out through fucking Joe. Notification. Oh, he's dead.
Well, this is
Great.
the only thing that happened today.
Fucking A.
Yeah, dude. I know a lot, and dude, there's a lot of people. Listen, like the Briscoe matches. A lot of times, what would happen is I would either catch them locally, or it would be on Ring of Honor TV. Usually, I would catch it back when it was on Nessun. A lot of times, Ring of Honor was played on Nessun locally here
All the time.
So yeah, that's where I would catch a lot of Briscoes, or obviously then I just go to YouTube. But I don't think we particularly spent a ton of time over the years talking about a whole bunch of stuff, and even recently with the Briscoes. But there was anticipation that things were coming, and we, they got sidetracked by whatever the politics that happened because people are idiots. But this is just devastating because now that's not even, going to happen. And
Oh, I got to read this. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, Joe. Sami Zayn just tweeted this. I don't have the words right now to properly convey my sorrow. I love Jay and Mark Briscoe. Always have. I wouldn't be here without them. I'm very lucky to have shared the ring and shared so many laughs with Jay Briscoe, and I'm so sad to know neither will happen again. Rest in peace, my friend.
yeah, it's
Ricochet saying, "This is so sad." I mean, this is Jesus. I mean, again, this is going to take. I mean, again, we ended the year a couple years ago with Brody Lee passing away, and then now we're starting a year with this tragedy. And again, this is pretty much going to be overshadowing this entire year.
This is around when we lost Kobe a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And Kobe was going to a daughter's fucking
Basketball thing,
competition
I
too as
think.
well?
Yeah, something like that. So this is the
It's
beginning
even
of.
worse when it's with a kid.
That's what it is, man. It's the kid thing. It literally overrides everything. I know that.
Yeah.
Like I can't even the wrestlers that tweet out about Jay Briscoe, that it's like I don't even know how I'm just thinking about the kids now. I know he's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. We're thinking about them all, Joe. I think it's just
Wow.
in different waves. It's just
As a
different-
dad, I'm
different
thinking about
waves
him
here
as a dad. Like that's all. Like this guy just wants everybody to support his kid right now. That's all he would want. He'd be like, "Fuck me, man, my kid." That's all. That's what
Probably
I
give his
guarantee
life
it.
for.
Exactly, I guarantee. And who knows what happened? They might have got smashed.
And
over-
again, Joe, I don't even know if this tweet is. I mean, again, he obviously posted this 8 hours ago, but again, no, I don't know if this photo was taken today or not. But it's basically his last tweet, and he's basically posing with a new hat and says 13 times.
It was a couple days ago, Mustafa.
Oh, a couple days ago, I thought it was just a day because it just says 8 hours ago. I don't know why if it was a repost.
Yeah, no, I seen the same thing. No, it was like the 6th or something.
Oh, the 6th. Okay, something's
like
going
that.
on with my Twitter, man. I mean, it's like they're constantly saying like, "Oh, it came out this day" or "It's coming out this hour." It's like
Right.
not
I've seen that
exact.
shit too, Rostavo. Twitter's fucked.
Let me
Yeah.
get the right information for a sec. I'll be with you in a second.
Yeah, please.
Instagram's done it too lately, man. Fucking pull something up. It says it's from
Oh
fucking
God, and this one
December.
hurts too. Oh, the Von Erichs just tweeted too. Marshall Von Erich, son of Kevin Von Erich. My heart is broken for the Few family. Grateful to God that our last match we had the privilege to share the ring with them. Haven't met a set of brothers as close as Ross and I until we met the Briscoes. Please keep Mark and the Few family in their prayers. Love you all. Yeah, by the way, for those of you who didn't really catch their feud, especially like in MLW or even outside of that, the Von Erichs really had some good matches with the Briscoes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mustafa.
Oh man,
My fault,
and
everybody. It was today. It was 2:30 today, January 17th, 2023.
Jesus Christmas. And yeah, and like I said, their last match was at the Ric Flair's last match show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a really good. I actually remember that one. That
Well,
was
wait a
really
minute.
good.
Wait a minute. Their last match was it the Ric Flair last match?
Yeah, that's what was
Yeah.
posted by Marshall Von Erich.
it
Yeah.
had a weird fucking show.
They had like a
connected
little
to it.
tag match.
I thought they had
multi-man
had
tag
one.
match.
I thought they had another one after that against FTR.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that
they
was
had it
the
with
chain
FTR, but I'm
match.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Eric.
That was the collar match.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I'm fucking lost.
Really?
Yeah, that collar match was.
I thought the collar
Oh
match
yeah, that was
No,
that was
no, they did the collar
Battle.
match just a little while ago at final at the
Yeah, that was after
That was just a
the Flair
little.
match.
This is just a month ago. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Von Erichs having a match
Oh,
with
okay.
Oh,
I was like, what? I just
Marshall
saw,
Von
yeah.
Erich. You know the Von Erichs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
I was lost
Yeah, I was
for a
gonna say
second.
the last match I saw the Briscoes have was the dog collar match,
God.
That was a great fucking match.
and it was good. It was fun, man. It was chaos,
Yeah, I had a good time with that.
and we didn't really cover it here at all either. And I watched it like a couple days later and enjoyed it, but I didn't cover
was
it
gonna
that
say,
night.
yeah,
Oh man,
juicy
yeah,
on their
I'm
own.
gonna agree with the homie.
Some matches are just good to enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I could have gone to the show. I mean, that was the other thing was going,
Mm-hmm.
going into Boston, but I just couldn't. I didn't do it.
Yeah, and by the way, I also want to give a shout out to a lot of the superstars of the WWE who basically a lot of them, whether they knew the Briscoes personally or even if they didn't, they're apparently being allowed on their own volition to post what they feel about this guy, which I think is really, really awesome because
Yeah, I would hope so, man. I would hope it wouldn't be that bad in WWE that you can't tweet about someone who just passed away. You know, I don't remember that being a thing you couldn't do before. Because if it was, that'd be really fucked up.
Well, here's the thing. It's like if for a lot of times, like that Vince was around, like obviously they wouldn't acknowledge it on like TV. Like I remember, even during the
I don't
pandemic,
know. They might. Shit. They might.
I mean, I know during the
tweet. You never
pandemic,
know.
when like New Jack passed away on the after show, Paul Heyman made a little bit of a tribute, which I was kind of shocked about because I didn't think that WWE even give it the approval. But then the next thing you know, John Huber passes away, and I'm pretty sure that WWE was obviously going to say something because, again, he worked for them. New Jack, which a lot of people don't know, actually did kind of work for the WWE, but very, very minimalistically behind the scenes.
Dark
ECW too, right?
Yeah, dark. Yeah, but that was way back.
Yeah,
though. I'm
like
talking
one,
like
like,
behind the
deal with
scenes.
Like when
Vince didn't like
Vince
got
didn't like
bought
him,
out.
yeah, because he went up to him and he shook his hand, and Vince was like, "Okay,
How you doing?
I want him out of here."
Yeah, right.
Get the hell out of my damn building, you
Yeah, right.
Whoa.
Very,
R.I.P.
very
to the best. This really hurts you.
Meow meow, the heel who's on the call, dropping a $2 super chat. What's up?
Some shit.
Oh man, yo, I'm just looking at this post by Damian Priest. This is awesome. This is back when they were in Ring of Honor. Always enjoyed my time around Jay. Will be missed by so many. Rest easy. That's a really well, again, it's definitely out of a few years, but oh, man,
Yeah, a
they
lot
look
of
so big
guys.
bad.
Think of all the wrestlers that knew this guy for like a couple of years at a time. All of them. Julio Scissors. We're scissoring for Jay Briscoe tonight. Jay Briscoe and wife are dead in a car accident, and the 2 kids are in critical condition. So, just hoping for good news with the 2 kids. Now, Scissor. Julio Scissors didn't say anything. He just wanted to drop a scissor me daddy for Jay Briscoe, man, and his wife. Let's scissor everybody for them in the chat. Rest in peace.
Damn.
This man, these guys entertained the fuck out of us for over 10 years.
20 years.
Yeah,
20, yeah.
long time.
Yeah, 20.
I remember when
I
they
can't
wrestled
believe
in
it's been.
TNA.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long. You know, it's crazy. Luke Thompson, thanks for subbing. What's up,
Where the
Luke?
fuck did the time go?
Yo, Joe, this is a report that just came out by one of the wrestling writers. He says, God, you can see his mom promoting one of his up and coming matches on Facebook 5 hours ago. Life could be taken away so fast.
Yeah, I just went and hugged all my kids. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with it. I had to go run upstairs and say hi and whatever. I freak out over stuff like this.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn says he wouldn't be where he is without the Briscoe brothers.
Yep, just said that earlier.
I think
Yep,
you just said that, yeah.
absolutely.
Well, he's going to be in Saudi Arabia soon.
Oh.
Is there a news report
Being
on
hung.
this? Like from like
No, he's gonna be
Delaware.
on the unemployment list pretty soon.
Yeah. No, they're gonna hang him in Saudi.
He's
That's
be
gonna
with the
happen.
Is there like a news thing for this accident on Delaware's news or something?
Oh yeah.
Any
Well,
segment?
Yeah, it'll show up.
I
It'll
can't
show
find
up.
it.
it's on
No,
national.
no, no.
news.
It'll show up like later,
National
like probably
news?
in the morning. Yeah, it'll
It's
show up in
everywhere.
the morning, definitely. Oh,
It's in the
God.
New York
I want to
Post.
see what they
You
say.
raised a piece of shit.
Mickey K9 just became a member again. Mickey K9, thank you, man. 20. Shit. What is it? How many months? I guess it's not. I didn't say. But Mickey K9, thanks for being a member again, man. What's up?
Chelsea Green tweeting, one of the first faces to greet me and make me feel welcome on my first day of Ring of Honor was Jay Briscoe. My heart hurts for his brother, his wife, his children, and all those who loved him. I am thankful I was able to know you, Jay, if only briefly.
Wait till she finds out where they are.
Okay, WMTD. That's the news where you want to go to find out the news. 43 minutes ago.
Oh, it's on the news?
WMTD. Yeah, I'll send it
Yeah,
to
that's
y'all.
their local news, I believe. That's the CBS, I
That's
think,
what I was looking at.
in
Yeah,
Delaware.
47.
You raised a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fernando.
yeah.
Fernando, thanks for becoming a member, man. That is actually 24 months membership. Fernando, happy birthday. That's 2 years straight. Second year now, Fernando, as a member. Thank you, man, for being a member that long. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah. No, the daughters are in serious condition, both of them. One's in real critical, the other one's... So both the girls are in an emergency room right now. So, like, I just hope they're okay. Obviously, Jay Briscoe and his wife are passed away now. But the children are in the hospital, so that's just crushing, bro. That is just wicked
For
fuck.
sure. For
Yep.
sure. How you
Man.
come back from that?
I
Like
haven't-
you're
I've
that's
seen them live
terrible.
plenty of times, but
Uh-huh. They're going to have to... They'll be surrounded by, the family. This is a big family. Big
Oh, yeah.
wrestling family. I hope people don't just go away. All I can say is this. I can only tell you about like we all had experiences, but I mean my experience, man, dude. When I went back to school, though, I didn't really. How they talk about support. I really didn't have any support when I went back to school. Like after it was like no one said anything. Like my classroom knew, right? Like my classroom kind of knew. Like they made. It was very nice. They all made me like cards and stuff. My dad died, in front of me. But, like, so when I got back to class, they made stuff. But, dude, when I got back to the school, like, none of the rest of the school knew. Like, so, like, instead it was just kids saying I was lying. They were like, where have you been for weeks?
What the fuck?
Dude, it was crazy. They were like, where have you been for weeks? And I was like, oh, my dad died, and I was out. And, dude, the kids were like, you're lying. It was fucking crazy, dude. I was like, I'm not
honestly,
lying. What the fuck are you
honestly,
talking
that's
about?
the type of stuff that gets you in a fight.
That's
real
what
quick,
I
so.
think that's where I first got my anger, I think, from, because I was getting angry. Like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you think I'm making this up? What the fuck? Like, and they're like,
Yeah.
like, dude, this kid was really going at me like, dude, you're a liar. Like, you're a big liar. And I'm like, what the
Like
fuck?
it's bad enough that you deal with adults. It's bad enough that you deal with adults, especially people that are in like the workspace, and you gotta like do that. But the fact that happens when you're young and you got ignorant kids that just don't know
Well,
any better.
again, even me at that age, I didn't get that mad at him because, like, I kind of got it. I was like, yeah, of course he doesn't believe it. Like, it's crazy. Like, I didn't believe it. So I actually didn't get too mad at that time. I was kind of frustrated, but I remember I didn't get that mad. I think I did do something and I got in trouble and I had to go to the office for it. But basically some other kid in the background was like, it's true, whatever. I was in second grade, so these kids didn't know what to do.
Oh yeah, no, that hurts, bro.
Yeah, they didn't know how to handle it, But also there was just, even just a little bit of support from around, like, there was a guy that was friends with my dad or something. He came over and brought me a toy or something. I don't think I said a word to him. He gave it to me and he kind of just walked away and said something to my mom and then he left or whatever. But, dude, I never knew who that guy was. I don't even remember anymore. But for years, I kept that toy. It was actually a dude. It was actually a troll doll. Like, you remember the troll doll craze?
yeah, I remember that. The fucking jewel.
But it didn't. Yeah, with the jewel. But it was a big one. It wasn't just the little one. It was like one of the big ones and something else. And like it probably was maybe even too little for me. Like I don't know. I was a second grade boy, but like. I don't know, dude. It meant a lot to me. Like I held on to that thing for a long time, and then I think I said to, I said to my mom, like, hey, who was that guy, and she doesn't remember anymore now, really. But I was like, it was too late to say. Like, I didn't say anything when he handed it to me. I was kind of quiet, you know. But it
Oh,
meant it meant a lot, you know. It really did mean a lot at the time. Like that's why when someone loses a parent or something, like you can do anything you can to say something or do something for someone, because it
Did
does.
he have the Hulk Hogan spray tan?
You know what? He was a tall guy. My mom
Made him
should have
so
married
brown.
this guy. You know what you know what it did have? It had the back pocket. I didn't figure this out until years later, and then like if you pulled it, actually its pants came down. Like there was an ass pocket in the back of it.
Oh,
Did you know that these troll dolls had ass pockets? So you pull the thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it had pants. Dude, the
fuck are
troll.
you doing to these?
I don't know, bro, but it's real. It had a
what
fucking
did you do to
ass
this
pocket.
doll?
So you could take the Velcro and peel it down, and then its ass was there. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? And it wasn't like it was flat. Dude, it was like really supposed to be for like an ass pocket. Like I was like, what is this? Like hold on, maybe I can find it online or something. Troll doll, ass pocket,
While
pouch.
you're looking for that,
Ass pocket.
Dude, it was fucking bizarre, dude. I'm telling you, man. Like it was weird. Like it was like they were trying to, like nowadays it'd be like they're grooming kids, like with butt sex dolls. You know, like it was. I mean, like it was very strange.
You're making the kids gay.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Alex Jones.
They're turning the kids gay, and it's got pink. There it is. Look at this, and it's got pink hair. You see?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no shit.
See what I'm saying, bro? That it,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck?
Does it take the shit out of?
I was like, bro, like, for
was this
years.
marketed to children.
Right. So for years, I was like comforted by this doll that this guy gave me, but literally he was trying to tell me, fuck this doll. It'll make you feel better. When I was a kid, like I lost my dad, but now I'm coming in this doll. It was very weird.
Those are old school pajamas. They all did that. But I
Right.
see what he's saying.
No,
Yeah, they advertised
exactly.
the
It was
sunscreen girl
it was
for
supposed to
years.
be cute. Like, look, they're like real pajamas, but all I can think is like, bro, is this some kind of like,
Its ass.
yeah, this is like some kind of like grooming sex thing now. You know, I don't know.
I might just fuck her.
And dude, like,
Right, you gotta rub the drill for luck.
But and here's the other thing about the troll dolls is they all look like this. So if you got a troll doll back in the day, right? A lot of people think of them like this, like, oh, there's the troll doll, yada yada yada. Yeah, but you know what? If you take that towel off it, they all look like this. Like, dude, so there was always some kind of sexualization. And dude, the little jewel in the belly button and then the ass, dude. There was some kind of child fucking thing about this. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm just
Was
saying.
it made by the same company that made Barbie?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. But there was something sexualized about it. I mean,
Because it might come from the same source.
I think they were.
Yeah,
made
that's
by
what I'm saying.
Mattel.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah,
even
they-
as a
yeah,
kid,
I was thinking they were made by Mattel too.
yeah, dude, something like monk sex party or something. Like I don't know, dude. Like, it was something up about them.
Whoa, was that a chia? Chia.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, they do have a
Monk
chia.
sex party.
I'm telling you, there was something.
Rapist.
I know that like we all had these dolls. I did. I collected these. It was a craze about them.
I think I had like one that I found like outside, and then I was like, this is stupid.
Dude, like this looks like Beyonce naked as a midget, dude. Like so, there's something going on here.
Like Beyonce grandmother.
Yeah, like her grandmother naked.
I thought that was Sasha Banks.
Oh my god, it does kind of look like.
Bianca
Oh my
Belair.
god, it's Sasha, bro.
I'm sorry, Greg. That's fucking hilarious.
Like we're in New Japan.
Well, we know Sasha Banks is about the Briscoe.
I mean, Mercedes Monet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I needed this right now because honestly, dude, I'm still numb, but I needed this.
You guys fucking laugh.
Well,
No shit,
well,
man.
side down for a minute. Gargets, I apologize for flipping out at you early. I'm dealing with shit in my personal life, and then this on top of that, I just blew up. Sorry.
Everybody's fucked, Dan.
You're good.
Everybody's
I
fucked.
thought it was funny though.
There
I
was
shoved
no-
something down your
yeah.
fucking throat. That was fucking
was
hilarious.
Yeah.
I said I would shove your port down your fucking throat.
Oh, that's even funnier. I missed it.
So Beanie Babies, in my opinion, were too old for me. Like I was too old by the time Beanie Babies came out, because Beanie Babies, my wife talks about. Like
Or basically cryptocurrency of the 90s.
you kind of like that, yeah. And she also talks about Tamagotchis too, and I think that I just think I was too
haven't
old.
heard that name in years.
Yeah, see, I'm too old for that. I think I'm slightly too
You
old
didn't have
for
a
that.
Tamagotchi?
Oh, I'm
Goddamn.
too old, but I think, but I know I'm 33.
I
think
killed
they're
every single
fucking too old
Tamagotchi
for me.
I had.
I remember them though.
No, but my wife's 35, and she's like, "Yeah, Tamagotchis. We all," and I'm like, "I do remember that, and I remember the pet, the digital pet things, whatever they were."
That's what I
Oh
heard.
yeah.
They were
Um,
impossible
oh
to
my
keep alive,
God.
though.
I didn't have them, but
I had like an
fucking remember
R2D2 and a
everybody else around me
Rancor.
jerking off about them.
Right. Damn.
Oh my God, MJF is so hilarious on Twitter.
Oh, no.
MJF. So basically, Mark Maron, our ministry's Wrestling with Mark is underway for full Maron subscribers. He's basically thanking everybody involved, and MJF's like, "I still haven't received my pay. Hurry up!" And Mark Maron is like, "Your pay was the privilege to talk to me."
Oh my God, that's awesome. What did you just show? Meow meow. What did you just show there? What's going on?
He showed the thing that says Chris Jericho asked people to pray for the Briscoe family.
Oh yes, yes. Because right now it's not even to me. It's like it's sad. Like tweet out I'm gonna miss Jay, and I agree. But his kids are in the hospital right now. Guarantee, man, that this guy would be like, please talk about my kids and pray for
Has
my
Mark
kids.
said anything yet?
Shit fucked up, yo.
No, man, he's probably in a fucking shock right now. You know what I mean? Like or whatever. Or he's at the
and by the
hospital.
way, we're not overstating the fact. By the way, and like I said this before, this is coming in waves where we're talking about Jay, but then we're also talking about his kids, and you know what I mean. It's a
His
family
kids
thing,
are the main priority right now. It's fucked up.
right?
Like,
Exactly,
we don't know
and
their
the
condition.
family, well, the whole family is the main priority, to be quite frank.
Big time. Big
You know, and it's like I said, it is a big family. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from Mark yet. But
And here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That didn't work.
I was like, yeah.
Shit.
Did they say if he was T-boned or anything? Oh, shit.
I'm sorry guys, it was my fault of this accident. And BTW I did cheated to go in office, please forgive me.
Oh no.
BTW I'm dying this year. Also watch The Simpsons, they predicted my death this year.
Oh shit.
I did pick Kamala to take over in 2023. I did say that. So Joe, don't let me down.
This could be his fault because you know he has a beach house.
I'm telling you, it's his fault.
Rehoboth
Telling
Beach,
you.
Delaware.
Did you see what he said earlier about I went to black church every day or something? What the fuck
my
was he
God.
talking about this morning? Did you
This
see
guy's
that?
gotta get off that or all
Joe
that's it.
Biden.
Joe Biden.
He was like, I went to black church every day or something. He just said some lie.
You know, I went to black church every Sunday for 4
My
weeks.
grandmother's
10
black.
years.
I
She
have a
made me
question.
cornbread.
Dude, this
I'm
guy.
gonna make some biscuits and
I'm
gravy.
confused about something.
This-
I'm confused about something. Let me ask this question.
Jumping jacks.
I blame this
So
man
if
for
Joe-
the accident.
So Joe Biden went to church for a black church for 10 years to earn points. What do I get for living in an almost all black ghetto for 10 years?
Right. I believe what you said.
Nothing.
This is the
Hard
same
digging
guy.
bubblegum.
Rob.
This is the same guy who didn't want Martin Luther King to be a holiday.
Right. Right. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden's all about white power.
Joe Biden did not want MLK to have a holiday, but now he's like, I went to church. Like, I can't even believe people
he
take
said
this
so
guy
many
seriously.
black kids.
He said at the speech when he was when he was president elect, he's like, African American community, you've always had my back. That is BS.
No, the stupid ones.
White kids are just as smart as poor kids, or whatever the fuck
Yes,
he said.
the dumb kids are. As,
Oh my god, what a guy, eh?
Anytime he wants
here
to
it
fuck
comes.
little girls.
Somehow we're gonna make
Likes to
this.
kiss him.
Now listen,
Keep him away from the hospital.
if Trump was still president, I'd blame it on him, but I'm gonna blame it on Biden
Mm-hmm.
because he's president.
I'll blame it on Biden because he has a house in Delaware.
I am wondering when we're ever going to actually have an independent head of state, a guy who's actually an independent and claims independent and actually wins the election.
Without to answer your question, Joe, aren't you running?
No, but Garguts is Garguts. Tell him about how you'll save the earth.
I'm gonna fart in the
Ice,
fucking
what are you talking
microphone.
about?
I don't know.
That's what I thought.
No idea.
That's what I thought you said.
Well, just so you all know, that once Garguts becomes president, he's putting me in charge of the border crisis.
Garguts, you're starting to look, you're starting to age a bit here. Like you look like, you know how you like leveled up? Like you used to look 25.
Grown.
I just got to shave again. Once I shave,
Nah, bro, but you got
Native
some.
American.
You look more like a dad right now than I've ever seen you look right now.
No, he's
You're
more.
funny,
I had that
Voice
same
is
He
conversation
looks
last
more
night.
like an uncle than a dad. He looks more like an uncle than a dad.
You ever like?
No, he
you
looks
ever
more like
like
the guy that's having sex with your uncle and your dad.
That's true.
You ever like raw dog it, and then you go, "Hey, if it happens, it happens." Made it this far.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I get what you're saying. Like, it's kind of like if
So
she gets pregnant, it's meant to
yeah.
be. If she doesn't get pregnant, then fuck her. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Are you going to
Or
talk
get
about
abortion,
Vince and
one of
his
the
little
two.
scandal?
So I do look a little older right now. I'll shave tonight.
Let me
that
let me
reminds
let me ask you one other thing real quickly. Have you ever been inside of an unwilling combatant and then had them say that they're gonna?
Oh.
I was kind of waiting to hear the rest. God damn it! I was saying,
You can't even get through it.
no.
Oh.
That's not. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even get through it, bro. Have you, Garguts, have you ever been inside of an unwilling combatant and then had them say, you know what, just keep going?
I didn't tell you to stop, motherfucker. Is what they say.
Fuck.
Oh my
Stop
god.
it, yo,
Brock Turner
What's
has.
happening with his class action lawsuit against Vince?
Oh yeah, tell me about that. There's somebody. It's like a company or something weird is suing Vince. Like something weird.
No, multiple
Oh, yeah,
people
it's
are
a
suing
it's
Vince. There's
females.
like 2 separate class action lawsuits.
Wait,
No,
what?
it's
Say it again.
females. No, it's women.
Oh,
Women
another
are
woman?
coming up again. Yeah, they're coming up again, and they're trying to, you know.
Sorry, I just fucking spit apple juice everywhere. Dude, I can't get over.
apple juice.
I can't get over the unwilling combatant fucking thing.
According to Ringside Roster, it's being sued by the Detroit Police and Fire Retirement.
Detroit. Who gives a fuck?
The time today, Junior.
And
yeah, that's
the
what it
other
is.
one. The other lawsuit is filed a week ago, filed by a shareholder in Delaware.
Yeah, what the
Really?
fuck?
See, it all goes back to Delaware, doesn't it?
Fucking
Joe
Delaware.
Biden's
I'm on
fucking
Delaware.
fault.
WWE some
Joe
straight
Biden.
bitches, yo. They always trying to copyright somebody.
Yeah, I know. Now, this is the interesting thing. Like, not the Delaware guy, but the firefighters union or something. Why are they suing Vince?
Maybe they have shares in WWE, like on the stock market.
Oh, like they all went in on
Maybe
shares?
that's where it comes down to, because they're still a public company right now, and
they need to
people are
go
suing them that
private.
have the shares like that.
Yeah, Vince needs to take the company back private because
Only the Detroit police would sue the WWE. You know, they're like,
It's not. No, it's not the Detroit police. It's the Detroit
Hey, they like,
Police
it's my
and
money.
Fire
I need it
Retirement.
now.
oh, what a bunch of pussies. Detroit retirement.
Well,
Fuck you.
They're doing it to block the sale of WWE.
Well, let me
Well,
tell
I
you
said
something.
Detroit? Who gives a fuck?
Let me tell you something, Detroit Retired Police Fund. You don't deserve any money because you couldn't save shit in Detroit. That place is a shithole. You failed, motherfuckers.
Well, Eminem kind of did. He made Mom Spaghetti.
Yeah.
He's weak.
Eminem's a
palms
better
sweaty?
cop. Eminem would have been a better cop, bro. Him and his little gang members would have snuffed out something
But
in
he
a
got
second.
nervous. But he got nervous. He got nervous.
But on purpose, under the surface, he was in the circus. Sorry.
When he wrote down the whole
was on
patrol
purpose.
went so loud.
He got so proud that all of a sudden he went down and plowed out his mother. Okay. Joe Biden goes to black church.
Damn! Wow.
And then in college,
Here it is.
before I went to the black church. Not a joke. Andy knows this. Andy, it's so great to see you, man. You're one of the greatest we've ever had.
All right, the black church.
We made them dance and jump around.
And by the
We didn't
way,
even-
just to let, just
That's
to
a
be
black
clear,
church.
just to be clear, as a Christian, again, I don't mind that the fact that there's different denominations and this and that. But the thing is, though, church is church.
Right.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
full of
Like,
shit. That's the point.
you know what I mean? Like,
full of
again,
fucking
I
shit.
get it. There's certain dissections to black church to this and that, blah blah blah. Nah, dude, I just go to church.
Yeah, but I think I know what he's. I mean, you know what he means. Like I've been to some church.
I know what.
So, Mustafa, you go to a white church or black church?
When I go to my church, it's or not now. I don't have a church now, but I mean, when I was a kid and I went to church, it was so boring. And I went to once I went to a Protestant church, and it was way funner. And then another time I was at a Baptist church once, and like, or it was something. I'm not sure if it was Baptist, but it was just like it was It was like crazy and fun and stuff. And I was like, what? This is church? My church is like a coma. I was like, this is like.
Well, like Catholics, all they do is mourn the death of Jesus, and Christians, all they do
didn't-
is celebrate it. And then if you go to a black Christian church, oh my God, they'll fucking call everybody out. You right there, how long you been smoking weed? I'm like,
What Joe Biden doesn't realize, what Joe doesn't realize, is he's confusing the time he visited prisoners in jail with black church. That's what he
Holy
doesn't
fuck.
understand.
Like for example, Gargas. Let me just to give you an example. So there are different types of black churches. There are the black churches in which, like Baptist or Pentecost or Charismatic. They're the ones that always
Give
kind
me
of
your
get a little
money.
bit animated. But the Seventh-day Adventist, for example, right? There's different sectors of that. There's not just black. There's also white. There's also even Hispanic, and of various natures. But like for example, in the Seventh-day Adventist, like again, you're not allowed to wear jewelry. You're not, because it's seen as a sign. It's like, again, that's not for you. That's for Christ and that type of thing. You shouldn't be wearing it. So there's different variations of how you can celebrate or mourn. But I personally like to celebrate Christ because, again, it's for me an ongoing thing. But in this case scenario, I mean, again, the idea that people say, "Oh, I went to a black church for 10 years." It's like, no, dude, you went to church for 10 years. Now you're really putting yourself out there just to be liked by a certain population of people.
Listen,
Like,
boys
nah.
and girls, I got to wrap it up. I hate to wrap it up. I mean, obviously, this is something I'd cover all night if I wasn't getting up so early. Just say whatever last things you want to say. Go for it.
Hey Joe, you never got back to me on the 2K thing. When are we doing that?
You know what? I haven't watched it yet. I mean, I watched it, but I haven't fully. I have to watch it on a bigger screen to see if it looks good. Give me a few more days. I'll get back to you tomorrow about it because I'll be home tomorrow to look at it.
Okay,
Cool.
Joe,
It's okay to
Joe,
cry, y'all. It's okay to cry.
I mean,
Everybody
it's gonna
take
sound
care.
cheesy. It's gonna sound cheesy, Joe, but can you do like a 10-bell salute or something of that name?
Thank you, Mustafa. We'll see you later, man. I hope you're okay, man. Everybody have a good night. And let me play some more of the donos real quick before we get out of here. I almost forgot about him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mustafa. I'm kidding, man. I love you, bro. We should play a 10-bell salute, to be honest. It's just nah, dude, because that'll just make me sad. That'll just make me real sad. That'll just make me real sad, dude. I cannot believe Jay Briscoe is gone. I can't believe we don't get the Briscoe brothers anymore, man. I cannot believe that's real. I can't believe this guy's dead and his wife is gone, and I really, really am concerned about his children now, and I want them to be okay so badly, man. I will never forget staying up all night, barely being able to sleep at my friend's house. I was brought down to my friend's house my father got transported to the hospital where he died, or he died on the way. He might have died in front of me, actually, really, to be honest, but he was pretty much dead leaving the house. I didn't know that. But yeah, and you know what's crazy is my father died in bed with me, most likely. And dude, I was like up all night praying. I had just been introduced to church, like for the most part, right? I just started Catholic church and all that stuff. So I was 8 years old, and I just started when I was like 6 with the church and the school and all that stuff and Sunday school stuff. And so there I was at 8 years old, and I was like praying and like thinking about my dad and like doing everything I could think. I couldn't believe it. And I'm up, and I finally fell asleep at like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or something. And then at 9 a.m. or something, my mom finally showed up to get me. And I'm like, freaking out. I don't know what's going on, And meanwhile, he had been dead probably since I saw him leave the house, So it's fucking crazy that I was up praying all night long, praying and praying and praying. And people sometimes, ask me why I don't get into religion and stuff like that. And that's why. I don't hate it like I used to hate it. I used to hate it. But it wasn't that I really hated religion. It was just that it reminded me of my dad probably, so I hated it. It reminded me of like, oh, I thought this was the thing to do, and if you're good and all these other things, miracles happen and stuff. And so then, no, that's not what happened. My dad's dead, so I hated religion. I hated it. Like, badly hated it. Man. But, yeah, but now I do it again. I now do think about people and think about stuff like this, especially his daughters right now. So I just hope that Jay Briscoe, I hope those kids are going to be all right, or as all right as they can be. And I hope a lot's done for them, man. I hope they have support for the rest of their lives, and are taken care of the way that their father would want them taken care of. And I hope they make it out of this, and I hope that everything's okay. Because that's all Jay would care about right now. It's got to be. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, let me finish these off here, man. See what you guys are saying. It's been a long stream. This is not the stream I planned on doing tonight. I planned on having fun and talking about Vince and just doing a little Q&A and talking a little bit. I was even going to talk a little bit about what I thought about Netflix and a couple of shows coming up and Star Trek Picard Season 3. We talk about whatever. I'm really excited about hopefully Star Trek Picard Season 3 being good when Season 1 and 2 are shit. And some other things, some movies coming out. I was going to talk a little bit about a bunch of things and the Vince McMahon stuff, but just couldn't get past, obviously, this. This is, Let's scissor. Throw up the scissors for Jay Briscoe, man. We're throwing up the scissors for Briscoe.
The other driver died at the scene. He was driving his home after cheerleading practice, and his daughter is listed as critical pediatric. His daughter's school is closed tomorrow. Just a terrible night.
Yeah. Awful, dude. Cheerleading competition, which, man, we just drove to my daughter's cheerleading competition a couple of months ago. It was like a 45-minute drive, and you know what I mean? All the work those girls put into cheerleading too. You know what I mean? Those kids put all that time into cheerleading, and you're going there to support that. And next thing you know, something like this happens. Those kids really work hard to get, to do those things. Scissor me, man. Thank you, Nick Grasso. How you doing, man? How you been? I've been better here, but
shit bum.
Rip.
Rest in peace, Jersey City boys. Thank you, bro, for the $5 becoming a $5 shit bum. Appreciate it, man. What up, Jag DePanzer? Thank you to everybody that's been hitting the like button. We had a lot of people comment on a lot of things too, man. I hope everybody's all right. A lot of people going through a lot of crazy things right now. Thank you, May Sue James. A lot of people talking about, their Mustafa, I love you, brother. Thank you, dude. Hang in there. Appreciate everybody. Everybody who's dealing with stuff right now with their families. People are dealing with parents, loss of parents and friends and shit like that. So, sorry about that if you're dealing with some crazy shit.
You raised a piece of shit!
You know who wouldn't have missed 4 extra points for the Cowboys last night? Chris Nagar. Hope Jay is now tagging with Jack Briscoe in heaven. Jay and his brother looked like homeless West Virginia meth heads, but they were fucking talented. Respect and wings.
Smarter than you'd think, too. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe that kicker missed 4 extra points. I was like, dude, I picked him. He was on my team, too.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Couldn't believe it.
Scissor me, Joe!
You gonna be at the show this Saturday at the VFW, Joe?
Belvs, thank you for the $3. What show? I don't even know what's going on. Are you talking about, like, Top Rope Promotions or something? I haven't called Top Rope Promotions in a couple of years now, if that's what you're talking about. At Brockton? I didn't even know they were doing a show.
New subscriber.
It's been a while since I've done it. The last time I called wrestling was New England Pro Wrestling, or New England All-Star Wrestling. James McKeon, what up, James? How you doing, man? Yeah, the last time I called wrestling was
You raised a piece of shit.
title match.
Remember that cereal with the sugar bear mascot?
Yes.
What was the name of it, Dan? Oh yeah, Golden Lisp. Fuck off, Delaware.
Ooh. Shots fired. Steve Martin Luther King. Hey, it's me, Steve Martin, a wild and crazy guy. Yeah, the last time I called wrestling was, I think it was New England All-Star Wrestling. Oh no, you know what I called? I called Teddy Goods' promotion recently, actually. So I did call that. So that's, yeah, I called Teddy Goods' promotion not that long ago. Yeah, this was one of the last. This was the last pay-per-view I called though. Yeah, this was the last one I called.
One of the most dangerous men. This is not what Slade wants to be doing, really, though.
Yeah, this was the last one I called. This was a couple of years ago now.
Great counter there. See the counter, that ability by Slade. Drop toe hold there. The wrestling. And now there's that dangerous ankle lock. He's already got it locked on. Travis able to get out of it. Oh, my goodness. If he locked that on, it would have been it. Did not have it locked on. Man, if Slade... That is the move that broke a kid's ankle from Weymouth, Mass. a couple weeks ago. And he almost did the same thing to Travis Jacobs. Hope he's got Massachusetts insurance. Big chop there in the corner.
Slade is hasn't Slade been on AW recently and some other places too? I think he has. But again, just thoughts, all the condolences and thoughts, man, and wishes to Jay Briscoe and to their family, their real family, and the children that are in the ICU right now. Like, bro, that's all that matters. That's all I can think about. I just hope these little kids are okay. These poor little things, losing their parents. I want to hug them, dude, and tell, you know what I mean? As somebody who lost, when I lost my dad, I know what I needed when I was little. Oh, it's just awful, bro. It's the worst news. Scissor me, daddy.
Folded hands, R.I.P. Jay Briscoe, black scissors.
Right? I like them scissors. Dreamers slain. Thank you so much, man. Man, Troy, you're not kidding, bro. Troy is sending me all kinds of whacked out news tonight. Dude, there is some weird-ass news tonight. You're not kidding, bro. You are not kidding. There is some weird fucking wrestling news tonight. A lot of weird news. Yeah, I was looking for the goods. The other one, I thought I did a promo for them a little while back that was kind of cool, but I don't see where it went. I don't know if he stopped calling it that or he changed it, or I'm not really sure what Teddy did. I thought he'd been doing I thought he was uploading a ton of stuff calling it live professional wrestling. I don't know if he's already changed it or if he's just hasn't done something in a while. My tooth is killing me. For the people that are wondering why I keep making weird faces and moving my like that. I had some pretty crazy intense fillings and mouth dentist work the other night, and for all I know, it's either getting infected or it's hurt. Something's wrong. I don't know, because it's all jacked up, man. It hurts. It's starting to hurt me right now. It could just be from talking a ton. Could just be from that, but yeah, I don't know if he I don't know if he put it up somewhere else. He was calling it live pro wrestling. He might have put it on IWTV, but I don't know. But when you call it live pro wrestling, it's kind of like, you know, you search that, it's kind of hard to find it. And then all the other live pro wrestling, you know, pops up. You know, it gets hard to figure it out.
New subscriber.
I looked it up everywhere. Couldn't find it. Craig Thompson, man, what's up? Thanks for subbing to the channel, man. Sorry, it's under this these crappy you know, this crappy sort of situation. You know? Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling that I've called on here, though. I can see a lot of my things are on here, so you know, it's good. It's good to be part of that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head out of here, man. Thanks for being here tonight, man. And like I said, I'll try to do some of the topics that I was gonna do on the next show. Maybe tomorrow we'll do some of those topics. This was just too big not to sort of talk about this tonight. And obviously we couldn't really think about anything but this. So again, just thoughts to his whole family, man. And I hope those little kids are okay. And this sucks. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Try to have an okay night. Hug the family. Hug your family. And thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys that from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. And he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.